Hi, everyone. I'm back. Here's your song for the week, I guess. These Days by Jackson Browne. I'll talk a little bit about it afterwards. Well, I've been out walking, and I don't do that much talking these days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do, and all the times I had a chance to. And I had a lover. It's so hard to risk another these days. Now I seem to be afraid to live my life that I have made in song. Well, it's just that I've been losing so long. Well, I'll keep on moving on. Things are bound to be improving these days. One of these days. These days I sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones to 10. Don't confront me with my failures. I have not forgotten them. Okay. These Days by Jackson Browne. He wrote that when he was 16 years old. Was able to sell the song about 3 years later, I think when he was 19. It wasn't well known by then, but at that point. And then in the 70s, when he became a little more well known and was his own recording artist and he did his own version of it. And lots of the Permanent Allmans have done it. Lots of people have done the song, but amazingly enough, I don't think I heard the song until about 3 years ago at an open mic where Justin Cox sang it, and he killed it. Really good. Drew me right in. My problem was I couldn't grasp the song, and it took me a while to really understand the two last lines. And what I mean by that is that there's a bass run that runs through it, and I love these bass runs, and they show up in everything. And oh man, Bojangles, and he dance for you in worn out shoes. So that's a common bass line. So it's like I've been out walking, same bass run. Okay, so he does that through the song. Well, I've been out walking, and then and I don't do much talking. Same thing, and then it's like the bass runs are gone, but you think it's going to come in at the end when it's like. About the things that I forgot to do, and you think this last time is and all the times I had a chance to. No, you don't do the bass run then. You go to G instead. So it's like that I forgot to do, and all the things that I forgot to do. See, it's much more powerful that way. The bass run gets in the way of the drama. So you just start in the G for a second, and all the things, all the times that I had a chance to, and all the times I had a chance to. Don't confront me with my failures. I have not forgotten them. Much more dramatic. You got to get rid of the bass run. And once I realized that, it was like, oh, I got it. Now, it'll evolve for me over time as I'll get more interested or slicker in the song. Slicker's the wrong word. So a little more inside baseball. I hope I didn't go into it too far, but that was really significant. And that until I understood, don't do the bass run, go to the G. And actually, I learned that. Finally, saw a version of it where a Jackson Browne version of it. I couldn't, not doing his finger picking and all that stuff. Where I realized that you got to go create that drama that way. And I, having only heard Justin sing it once, I didn't know the song that well. So, and I listened to Tom Rush and other things, but Tom's version was so different that I wasn't interested in it. And no, I love Tom Rush. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, enough blither. I'll be back next week. I'm saving all the talk, this blither at the end, because why listen to me blither and not hear the song? So most of you probably bailed out already. If you didn't bail out and you're interested in subscribing, it's a good idea because then you'll know that my next song is coming up when it happens. So when you subscribe, you hit the bell, and that way you're notified that I just uploaded a song. Otherwise, check back every now and then. I'll be here. Thanks for stopping by.